log in into your AWS account, the first thing that you want to do is to configure MFA, which is called multi-factor authentication. And that way, it's also going to help you to like add another layers of security on your account. So that is the first thing we are going to do today before we jump into today's class. So let me start with showing you how to configure the account. Configure the multi-factor authentication. So I already have my account login, so I'm going to log out so that I can start again from scratch. So let me log out. So the first thing I want to do is to sign in. Click on the sign in button. Remember, currently we only have root user. We don't have any other user. We only have the email account or the email address that we use to log in or register for the account. So because of that, we are going to be logging in as the root user. So once you log in as the root user, you put your email, the email that you register with, click on next, and then followed by the password. So the password, when I put in my password, in some cases, it will bring out like a security pop-out for you to configure the multi-factor authentication. But if it doesn't bring anything out, that is still fine. We can actually search for it or go to where it is on the platform. So here, if you want to configure multi-factor authentication, just go to IAM. You can either search for it or you can click on it how we did it yesterday, like when we had our favorite service here. So I'm going to, I'll click on the IAM. So from the IAM, you can see the security recommendation, and it's showing that one is required, and that's why I put it on red. So it wants us to have a multi-factor authentication for the root user, and this is the first thing, or among the first thing that you're supposed to do when you open an account. So the first thing I want to do is to click on the Add MFA. So I'm also going to, let me join with my phone so that I can show you on the phone how to configure the MFA. So I'm going to, give me 1 second, let me get the link and join the class with my phone as well. Okay. Okay, I've joined the class with my phone. So we are going to be using both. Sorry. Okay, can you guys hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, we can.
Okay, so I want to use both of them together. So let's start with the system, the AWS itself here. So the first thing I want to do, I want to give the MFA device a name. So I'm going to put it as TheCornelis. That is the name of my account. You can see it here. So that is the name I'm giving it. So I'm just going to say Cornelis AWS account. Then the MFA device that you can use, you can pick any of these three. But for this training, I'm going to be using this Authenticator app. But if you are working in real life scenario, for the root user, AWS recommend that you should use the hardware token for the root user. Though there are some companies that use this authentication app, but best practice in real world scenario is for you to use the hardware token. But for this training, I'm going to be using this. So when you click on this and go to next, AWS will give you how to configure the authentication. The first thing you want to do is to install any of the compatible authentication app. So we have the Google Authenticator, we have the Dual Mobile, we have the Hub Authenticator. So I will be using the Microsoft Authenticator. So if you, and there are more lists, so this is not all the list. So if you go to the Microsoft, I mean, either if you are using iOS, you just go to the where you can download the app and download the Microsoft Authenticator. So let me share my screen on the phone. I'm going to go out from here. I want to be sharing my screen from the phone now. 1 second. Okay, I think it's going away now. All right, so the app that you want to download is this one here. Okay, let me see. This one that I touched, that's the one that you want to download. Just go to your what's it called, the marketplace, or where you can download application, and download the authenticator. This, you can see the authenticator there. So I believe it's Microsoft Authenticator. You can also download the Google, any one of them you can download. So how to add a new key is you click on the add button on this top here. You can see there's no way for me to be showing you, but if you go back towards the top where the battery is, you will see an add button there. Then click on that add. So you can pick the third one, which is say order. And now it wants me to scan, to use this phone to scan the, you want me to scan the barcode.
QR code.
Yeah, the QR code. You want me to scan it. So let me see if I can go out again, or I will just scan it. So you guys might not be able to see that because I'm sharing from my phone. So the QR code, you need to share that. So let me see if I can quickly share this one back. I actually want you to see both of them at the same time, but I can't share both screens at the same time. But let me see what to do so that, let me see. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing my phone and then share the, I have to join those recording because I stopped it in between. So what I actually want to do is to stop sharing. So now I'm sharing my system back. So you can see my system now, right? Can you guys see my system?
Yeah,
on my phone?
yeah.
That's the phone.
You're seeing the phone or the system?
I can see the system. The AWS website.
Yeah, that's the system. So you can see this barcode. You click on it to show. So remember on our phone, you say we should scan the barcode. So that is what you want to scan. So now that I scan the barcode, I'm going to switch back to my system, to my phone. So in the phone, you're going to see a new, barcode, a new authenticator that, a new number that is going to be generated. So let me check for it on my phone because I have a lot of them. Okay, I've seen it. I'm sharing my screen for the phone back. Okay, let me stop. So can you see my phone now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if I go back to the app, so this is the you see this one, the down one, the last one, that is the new one. That is the one I just scanned. So anytime I want to use authenticator now, that is the one I'm going to be copying the number from. So if you can see that it's counting, like after 10 seconds, this number is going to go away and it's going to give us a new number. So what you want to do now is that on the AWS account, on that AWS page, you want to paste this number there. You copy this number, you paste it there. You know that he gave us two fields where to put numbers there. So you're going to put the first number, this number that it generates, then you wait for another number to display, then you copy the second number and put it there. So once you put it there, that is the end of the setup. So I'm going to stop sharing on my phone again. And the first number, I'm going to put one number here, the first one that is currently generating. Let me look for it again. Yeah, so I have 4305. Okay, the other number go away. I can't use that again. 934362. So I'm going to wait for it for some seconds, like 30 seconds, so that I can generate another number. Then I put the second one here. So we remain 13 seconds, 11 seconds, 10. So I'm just going to wait for it for the number to change. Then the new number that is generated, I'm going to put it here. Then I'm going to click hash. So we generate a new number now. It's 861553. So I'll put that here, and that is the end. So if I sign out now, and if I want to sign in back, it's going to ask me to put a number there. It's going to ask for the code. So I have to make sure that I put in a code that is generated from that, from the from the authenticator. So I'm going to put my email now. Then my password. Now you can see now that it's requesting for the multi-factor authentication. So I'm going to put the code there, and the code that is currently generated now is 736177. So when I press enter, then it connects me in. So this is the way to set in your multi-factor authentication. So I'm going to, from here now, I expect everybody to set your authentication before the next class. So that way, your account is secure. So even if anybody hacks your password, they will not be able to connect until they still need the code from your phone. All right. Any question on that?